The Canada-Indian relations have really undergone a transformation over the last few months, especially after Prime Minister Modi visited Canada. Since the last 4 months, almost 4 to 5 months, we've been working very hard to ensure that the relationship is reset back to what it was before. It was discussed recently when NSA Ajit Doval visited Canada, and he had very extensive discussions with his counterpart NSA Doval. I think what they have put together is a wonderful action plan to take forward the security cooperation between both sides. Both sides have understood that if we have to make Canada safe and India safe, we need to discuss and talk about all the issues, have liaison officers with each other, have a cooperation which is on time and online. So a deal with Canada would help us very much in diversifying our supply chain away from the traditional sources that we have been looking at.
So thank you very much for speaking with ANI. I'll begin by asking you today, the very significant visit of the Canadian Prime Minister was announced. First of all, if you can talk about the significance and about India-Canada relationship.
The Canada-Indian relations have really undergone a transformation over the last few months, especially after Prime Minister Modi visited Canada to attend the G7 summit in Canada in July of last year. This has set the trend for what is happening now, the visit. The High Commissioners were appointed in the end of September last year, and since the last 4 months, almost 4 to 5 months, we've been working very hard to ensure that the relationship is reset back to what it was before. This is an important relationship because it encompasses all aspects of the relation between two countries. It's a multi-dimensional relationship from AI, innovation, students, energy, you name it, any aspect, including the living bridge, which is a large number of Indo-Canadians, more than 2 million Indo-Canadians, another 1 million Indians, almost 3 million Indians in a population of 42 million. It's a very large community which is very important for us both together. So the relationship, we have worked together the last 5 months. There have been a spate of visits being led by Minister Jaishankar and his counterpart Minister Anita Anand. Both of them have met 5 times over the last 4 months. You've had Minister Goel and Minister Sidhu discussing, Minister Sidhu visited India, and Minister Goel and Minister Sidhu discussing regularly the contours of the free trade agreement, the comprehensive economic partnership agreement that we are discussing. You've had Tim Hodgson visiting, you had even Solomon, the AI minister, you had the Speaker of the Parliament, and you have also the National Security Advisors visiting each other. So in a sense, a lot has happened in the last 5 months, and now this visit will put a stamp on all the activities that have happened to solidify the relationship and to take it to the next level.
So in terms of announcements, what can we expect, whether it's defense, a uranium deal, or the comprehensive?
You will see a large host of agreements. They are all being discussed, and I would not like to say it at this moment. But you're going to see agreements on all sectors, whether it's people to people, cultural, defense, aerospace, space, energy, critical minerals, AI, innovation, you name it. You will, universities, education. So you will have a large number of issues being addressed. This is, like I told you, a multi-dimensional relationship, and you will see all dimensions during the visit.
So talking about security, that remains a very important point in the relationship. We know our National Security Advisor visited Ottawa, and the two countries discussed on having liaison officers in both the countries. And India has always been saying that Canada has given its space to extremists, and it must take actions. What are your views on that, sir, and how much do you think this will be a topic of discussion?
It was discussed recently when NSA Ajit Doval visited Canada, and he had very extensive discussions with his counterpart NSA Doval, and as well as the Minister for Public Safety. And I think what they have put together is a wonderful action plan to take forward the security cooperation between both sides, to address all issues, whether it's fentanyl smuggling, whether it is transnational organized crime, violent extremism, illegal immigration fraud, cyber crime, cyber security. We are looking at cooperation in all sectors. Both sides have understood that if we have to make Canada safe and India safe, we need to discuss and talk about all the issues, have liaison officers with each other, have a cooperation which is on time and online. And so this security cooperation that the NSA's visit has done makes me confident that over the next few years we will be able to together deal with all the issues that are there between us.
Last question, sir. This visit also comes at a time when both countries are looking to diversify its sources, whether it's India or whether it's Canada. We are also seeing Trump tariffs and all. How significant this visit is when it comes to these concerns?
You see, Canada and India have complementary economies. Canada has a large number of resources, including energy, agriculture, fertilizer, critical minerals, a large number of resources, which is part of the supply chain we are thinking of setting up. So a deal with Canada would help us very much in diversifying our supply chain away from the traditional sources that we have been looking at.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.